and I can just duplicate that. So now I'll go back to the next layer where I was, and then I can make my lines, and that's a lot easier. And I'm going to duplicate a few more because I'm not, I don't have enough to finish the animation, so. Okay, and I'm just gonna add another one of that last layer. I'm gonna add another one here, and I'll just duplicate it just in case I need an extra one. So now what I'm gonna do is let me make sure I'm on the right layer. Okay, this can be the very end of the arrow, and I'll do some little. And I'll do 4 more frames. Okay, so I'll do this. Little droplets coming out. Okay, so I think that's pretty good. So now the only thing that I have to do now is I'm going to select the writing, and then I'm going to go down, and I'm going to kind of see where. So it sort of hits the word here. We'll just do a little bit there. And then we'll go here, and we'll sort of color in a little bit more. Then we'll go here, and we'll color in a little bit more. And we'll go here, and make this a little bit bigger. I'm just going to use a bigger brush and be a little bit quicker. Okay, so we almost have all of this colored in. Okay, so all the white is colored in, and now I'm just gonna. Now it's a bit easier because I can just color in everything for these next few frames. And of course, there's probably easier ways to do this. I've never actually done this, what I'm doing right now. There's probably easier ways to do it, but I think this is fairly efficient. Okay, so we have our words here, and let me just make sure that there's nothing else on this frame. Okay, there is a little bit of that, so I'm just going to duplicate everything, and I'm just going to erase. Oops. And then I'm just going to erase this stuff. Okay, so this is the final. So that's the final frame of the arrow. This is what I'll leave on screen once I'm done But we do have to finish up those arrows. So let me just bring everything back. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is, just to make it easier, I'm going to make my onion skins to 1. That way I'm only seeing one frame ahead and 1 frame behind. Okay, so where are we at now? Okay, so this is I'm going to actually lower the opacity of the onion skin as well. That way I don't get confused as to which arrow I'm using, or should be drawing on. Okay, so it has an upward trajectory, which means it should be going pretty fast. So I'm going to, it's not bad. For the next arrow, keep these nice and slender. For the next one, okay, so for this one, I'm going to sort of not make it not make it so narrow. So I'm just going to open up. It's actually a bit hard to see. So I'm going to open up this bottom part like this. I'm going to do the same thing for the next frame. I'm going to make these really wide and open up. And that's just to exaggerate the fact that it's hitting the midpoint, so it's not going as fast as it was. I should actually probably put a few frames in the middle, but it'll be alright. The few frames would make it go a little bit slower when it's at its peak curve. Okay. Okay, so now it should be picking up speed again, so I'm going to narrow these. Oops. Make everything narrow again. Okay, so this is just the tail end of the arrow. Okay, and there's no more arrow. Good. Hey guys, welcome back. Then I'll be looking forward to seeing your animations. So yeah, we're just going to do a little quick, simple animations that... Alright, so on to... okay. Alright. Alright, so that's enough yapping. What can they download? So once again, thank you so much for not stopping by. Alright, so once again, thank you so much for taking the class. I'm really excited to get started with animation.